Hey everyone, I'm Angelo. Been homeless for 9.5 months now. I'm a filmmaker in Los Angeles from Virginia. I got a new app on my phone to film, so I can't show you what I'm filming on now, but it's called Filmic Pro. It's really cool. It lets me shoot at 24 frames a second, and it seems to like enhance some of the saturation and color of the camera, and it gives me manual controls over like the aperture and the shutter speed and the white balance, so that's really cool. I'm gonna shoot a movie on this thing. Did you all see the Adam Helps Angelo live stream at the dam? That was nice. I worked on my legs yesterday. Oh, apparently there's a new app. I just tried it. I haven't yet seen, like, you know, how it does with time, but what's it called? Sweat Coin. So right away, it's something I'm very averse to, the, you know, Bitcoin world, but what it is, you sign up for it, you get the app on your phone. It's called Sweat Coin because it counts how many steps you make, and if you get like, I forget how many steps a day, a few thousand, which, you know, is not terribly much, you get $5. And someone I was talking to said she already made like $100 on it and was able to actually pull it out and make money on that. So I'm like, oh, okay. Too bad today I just kind of fucked up, and I woke up really early, couldn't sleep well, got out a little late, 8 o'clock, went to the gym, took a nap in my car, didn't sleep that well, and just been slow to get stuff done all day. My mind's been foggy. So tonight, I really wanted to go out. I'm determined to try and go to bed early. I'm going to try not to even bring my laptop in to Starbucks. I'm just going to try and read. And that way I can cut myself off at like 9 p.m. and go to sleep, because tomorrow I have another film I'm working on. I don't even know what it's about. Like, well, I never know what they're about, really. I just, you know, gonna show up on set. Somebody from the last film I worked on referred me for this one. I'm like, that's cool. I'll do it. And this thing is really cool on this phone. Picture's so nice. By the way, it lets me choose different aspect ratios. So meaning you can get the, you know, 4:3 from old movies, more or less 4:3. It's like 1.33 to 1 aspect ratio. I think that's Academy aspect ratio. Aspect ratio, not Horatio, which is kind of the boxy, like the square. You get, this is 16:9 that you're seeing now. That's more, you know, smart TVs and flat screens. I can get much wider than that, 2.39, which is kind of the, you know, widescreen for a lot of movies. It would be like cropped a little bit like this. That's really cool. I like that. And some other ones are really wide, and also like 1:1, so like a perfect square. That'd be interesting to use, and I could always do something like, well, whatever. So anyway, really cool. I can shoot movies on my phone. Why even bother with the camera, reloading the batteries, filling up the memory cards, blah blah blah, whatever. So I was thinking about, you know, I'm doing a lot of work, how I'm staying motivated during this time, because there was a part of me thinking, oh, I got to get up early tomorrow, I got to go to a movie. But then I thought, well, that is the biggest nonsense to look at it that way, when first of all, I wanted it, second of all, it's not going to be miserable, it's going to be cool. I always love working on set. Yeah, it's always easy to want to be lazy. That's the thing. It's always easy to just want to do that and just say, oh, well, why shouldn't I just go out tonight? But here's the thing. Even if I went out tonight, and I was going to say sleep in, I can't sleep in tomorrow. I keep waking up every day around 6 a.m., sometimes earlier, sometimes a little, like by 6:30. So my body's just used to that now. So I can't do it anyways. So I should just discipline myself, get used to it. There's a show tonight. Actually, it's the Santa Monica Piers, Adam's band. Is going to play, but it's going to be pretty late and it's a little bit far away, so I'm like, oh, I'm going to go out, then it's going to be a bad situation. I got to sleep tonight. I'll check out the band later. I want to do stuff with them. The live stream yesterday was a lot of fun, and I want somebody, if there's any camera operators watching this who are confident with the camera and who could operate this phone, shooting on it with the little mini tripod you hold in your hand, and can shoot us in like the dam and basically be with us for several hours. We want to shoot a movie, just a movie between us, two guys at the dam. If you can do that, let me know. I don't want to have to direct someone very much. You got to be the person who knows to, you know, get different angles, different coverage, go wide, way far away, get close, go low, high, you know, oblique, isometric, whatever, Dutch, all that stuff. And you could probably even do, yeah, you can do slow motion on this too. This app, it's $15, by the way. The app might have been like the first app I've ever paid money for on my phone. I don't know, maybe I got a cheap one a while ago, but this to me is very worth it. I want to have the 24 frames per second look, and it's more vibrant. Something about the saturation and you know, the colors are better. That it looks less plasticky like it does on the regular phone camera. So that's really nice, and you can manually adjust the aperture, the ISO, the shutter speed, all cool stuff, or set it, whatever. It's got the color temperature going. It's got something. Oh, that's the focal length, I think. It says 419M, so I don't know what that is. I don't know if that's actually not the focal length. What am I talking about? That would be the lens size, the depth of field, but I don't know if that's it either. Not sure what that is. It's a little slow to react to everything, so you move it from a spot that's like, you point the camera at something dark like the inside of the car to the street with the light. It can take a second or two, and for some reason I messed around with the settings. I was trying to see what all the menus were, and then it wouldn't change at all, and then it took 2 taps to do it. I don't know, it's weird, but I forget who. Well, anyways, Sean Baker, Adam was talking to me about this yesterday. I really want to see his movies. He shot Tangerine on iPhones. And supposedly it's a great movie. I really want to see it. I love the idea of it, and how he did it. And with, I guess he had adapters on the iPhones, but he was able to shoot it on iPhones with an app to make it 24 frames a second. I forget if it was Filmic Pro or something else, but that's amazing. How cool is that? This looks better than the $1,000 camcorder that I bought like 8 years ago or so, the Canon Vixia HFS 21. And I don't know what else. It's smaller, so that's good. It's got audio levels on the side too. That's amazing. It's just an incredible app, and with the Samsung Galaxy phone, looks great. I'll be paying that off for a long time, the Samsung Galaxy. But anyways, I was thinking about this shoot tomorrow, and I was thinking, no, like I should accept it, embrace it, and look forward to it as something I'm going to do, not something that's going to befall me. That's the old way of thinking, the old Angelo, even though I'm always tempted to succumb to it. But really, I'm doing exactly what I want. I'm going to have fun. It's never drudgery working on a film set. Now, granted, I'm sure it can be, but I'm saying for me, it's never drudge. Like, it's always exciting, even when there's nothing happening, and like, so what? Then I'm just hanging out. What's the big deal? If I'm really tired, yeah, that can be a little bit of an issue, but even that, I don't hate that. I just try and find somewhere to sleep, you know? I'm working for free. Not that I'm trying to work any less because I'm working for free, but in a way I know I can relax more because I'm working for free. But even so, you can tell it's a professional production. Just the call sheet, the way they send, when they send out a call sheet, so they sent out the call sheet for tomorrow. It's showing everybody who's supposed to be there, what time they're supposed to be there. Shows like what scenes we're shooting, the nearest hospital, where to park, when food's going to be available, when lunch is coming. So, you know, that just shows, I mean, that's the standard for all the productions I've been on so far, basically. It's just basically a means, you know, people, they're working, they're professionals, whether it's an indie level. You know, the fact that it's an indie level, it's still, you know, it really doesn't make any difference. It doesn't mean anything. We're professional. We have certain rules we go by. People pretty much, they're doing it because they love doing it. That's the only reason to do this. It's not like getting a hourly job where you have to. I mean, you kind of have to if you want to, you know, make money. We're doing it because you want to do it and shun everything else, sort of. Not shun everything else, but we want to do it over everything else we could be doing. I got to get longer gloves to wear when I'm driving. These are too short, so it burns up my wrists like here. It's getting all dark. It's a little hard to see. The contrast with the sun's going down. This app is so cool though. It's really nice. Again, $15, Filmic Pro. I guess I endorse it if you're into filming. If you don't need it, don't spend $15. It's not worth it. But for me, I've been filming for years and I'm like, okay, I want to shoot this movie at the dam. I want to have a camera operator shooting. It's got to look like a movie. It's got to be 24 frames a second. And right now it's automatically adjusting the shutters, so that's why it's a little strobe-like. Maybe the shutter's getting a little longer now, but the fast shutter is the exposure, so it's like exposed for like a very short amount of time every frame. So that gives you the sort of Saving Private Ryan strobe-like shutter, strobe-like movement. See where my hand is kind of jittery across the screen? Whereas a longer shutter, it's more smooth and you get the motion blur. And the reason it does the narrow shutter, it's because the sun's bright on me. So it's shortening the exposure to take in less light, so my face isn't right. Whatever's the sun's hitting is focusing on, the camera's focusing on the, it doesn't get overexposed and just turn basically digital white. So there's like no information on the screen to pull from it. Very cool. I don't know if it increases the dynamic range. It gives the illusion of increasing it. I don't know if it actually does or not. That's really cool. Hey, I can't wait till we can just shoot features on our phones. Why am I mispronouncing stuff so much? I've been speaking more in Spanish lately. I don't know if that affects it. But today, today I was in a, fog mentally. I was laying in the car, relaxing, frustrated, checking, social media and Twitter obsessively. Those bad people in Portland, and then the good people, the anti-fascists there, who are opposing them. I was checking that, but anyways, so my mind's been in a fog today. I didn't get much work done at all. All I can say I really did was I worked out, I shaved, I ate decently, and I cut some of a video I'm gonna have up Monday. And man, I really would have liked to go walking today. And again, the sweat coin thing, that'll be cool, because probably tomorrow I'll walk easily thousands of steps being on the film set. I would have liked to do a long walk today, just get the exercise, but again, just didn't manage my time right. So frustrated. When I'm doing that, I got a choice. I can stop beating myself up, or I can beat myself up and wallow in my misery even longer, or just say, okay, I'm gonna put the phone down, just gonna go and do it. Go where I need to go. Everywhere I've been going today, my mind's in a fog, but that's okay. I'm gonna go inside here. I'm gonna reread a book that I read once, but I really want to read it again. And actually, I don't know, I might bring in my laptop. I'm so addicted to going online, everything. Let's see, is this the book? It doesn't feel like it. No, that's Hollywood Under Siege. Where the hell's this book? No, Book of Poems. I know it's down here, yes. John Truby, Anatomy of Story. Great book for screenwriters. One of the best. I was at a party the other day for a bunch of film people. People were bringing this book up too. This is a book a lot of screenwriters know. I've read it once. It launched my screenwriting knowledge, education forward like 10 years. I'm reading it again, and it's an easier read the second time through now that I'm familiar with stuff, but I'm getting new ideas. And trying to go to bed early tonight, which of course I'm not going to sleep that soundly because I'm not used to going to bed by 9:30 or so. Oh crap, and I got to get water too. That's always something I forget, and I leave till night. Well, no, I probably have enough water. Always got to have it, man. That is a nightmare when you don't have enough water and you're just dehydrated. Headache, head throbbing, hurting, annoying, like compulsive thoughts blaring and going in your head. Really annoying. And this morning I wasn't sure if somebody was trying to break into my car. I was kind of scared, but they weren't. It was just somebody in a big huge vehicle behind me was opening and closing their door, but it felt like they were kind of trying to get in my trunk or something. I was like, oh shit, I was so scared. But again, it was fine. Nothing happened. Just gonna keep pushing forward, not think about, how do I make myself miserable and punish myself for what I didn't get done today. Just gonna keep going try and read this. I have ebooks I want to read too, but I'm like, wait a minute, no. Let me get to this book first. I want to read more books on sound design. I read one, it really kind of wasn't for me because I didn't realize it when I got it. It's no big deal. It was more geared for like people who already are very familiar with mixing music. And what happened, I just went on Amazon and bought an ebook, like a few ebooks on sound design. I was like, oh, okay, I'll get this, whatever. And then I read it, it's like, they don't really explain anything. They assume you have already been doing this for years. But that's cool. I still learned some stuff from it. And sort of reverse engineered some knowledge from it. And I'm going to be doing more. Hey, watch out, Spielberg, Tarantino, all you guys, whatever.